I did something I never thought I could do, by accident. And it changed my life. Let me explain. My name is Omar Gabali. 13 years ago, I wanted to get in shape. But there was one problem. I hated the gym, the routine, the boredom. So I looked for something different. That's when I found calisthenics. Back then, there was no training facilities, no coaches, nobody even knew what it was.
Calis, what?
So I started under my house, on a piece of wood, and my dad's old weightlifting bar. This was my gym. I failed over and over and over. And after a year of failure, I finally started seeing results. Then I taught my friends, and as we grew, we needed a bigger space. So I turned the trash dump into Egypt's first calisthenics park. Nothing was handed to me. I had to do everything by myself. I wanted to compete, but there were no competitions, so I created one. And in 2015, I was the first Egyptian to participate in a world championship. That's when I knew this is my passion. I loved calisthenics so much, I gave it everything. I took the risk, left the engineering, and walked down a road with no clear destination. Will I make it? Or years later, I would regret chasing this dream. But along the way, I focused on two things: becoming the best athlete I could be, and growing calisthenics in Egypt. Because I knew how much it changed my life, and I was sure it could change others' lives too. So I started teaching, on ground, on social media, and through all the doubts, results started showing. Winning competitions, TV interviews, social media exploded. I got this, and this. And after people struggled to even pronounce its name, calisthenics became an official sport. Everything I once dreamed of became real. But one thing wasn't evolving: Omar, the athlete. There was no one to tell me about the broken step. I had to fall, break, and learn the hard way. And the result? 9 years away from competing. Every time I say I'm finally back, a new injury stopped me. I thought about quitting many times. But every time I remember the 17 years old Omar, the kid who worked hard and never gave up. He dreamed of traveling the world to compete and become a champion. Now I'm 30 years old and I know I owe everything I have to that kid. And I must make his dream become true. So join me as I try one more time to fulfill the dream of that kid inside me.